We have already seen experimental steps and the number of molecules whose concentration is changing in the slowest step, which determine the order. We have also seen the differential equations, or we have also written rate. Now today we are going for the integrated rate law equation. Integrated rate law equation. Now for the students who don't have mathematics as their optional at 12th standard, or they are not studying calculus, I will tell them why we are going for integrated rate law equations. The differential rate law equations we are also having. For example, I will write it here. For zeroth order reaction, we can write that the rate, that means the change in concentration of the reactant A, if the reaction is A to product. Differentiation of A with respect to concentration of A is equal to minus K, or better dt minus k a raised to 0 for zero order reaction. This is the differential equation. This is called as differential form of the zeroth order reaction. If the reaction is first order, we write the differentiation in the form differentiation of concentration of A with respect to dt is equal to minus k concentration of A raised to 1. We don't write it here, so A raised to 1. These are the differential form of the equations of zeroth order and first order. We are going to study the integrated rate law for these equations. Now differential form means, those who don't have mathematics, this D indicates that it is the rate of change of concentration A with respect to time. So this is called as a differentiation. Rate of change of concentration at a time which is proportional to, here 0th power of A, here it is proportional to the first power of A. These are called as differential equations, and for that purpose this quotient together we have also written in the words as a rate. Now the question is, why we are going for another mathematical equations of integrated rate law? The differential rate law equations does not give you the amount of concentration of the reactant, how much it is been utilized and how much it has remained to be utilized at different times. Even we cannot calculate in different steps the concentration at the time, and therefore we are going for integrated form. The integration in calculus gives us the value of change of one function with respect to another. Here the function is a change of concentration of the reactant with respect to time. So we can calculate the concentration of the reactant at different times, or we can also calculate how much of the concentration of reactant has left behind to be reacted, how much it has reacted with respect to time. And that study of the rate of reaction, change in concentration of reaction with respect to time, can be calculated by integrated rate law equation. Therefore we are going for integrated rate law equation. Now what is integrated rate law equation? These differential rate law equations are being integrated between the limits. Here limits means between the change where we want to study, we can study those changes of concentration and its rate with respect to time also. So we will go for integrated equations. So integrating the differential equations of the corresponding order of reaction, we will go for their integrated rate law equations one by one. I have already cleared the difference of application of differentiation and application of the integration. Now within the limits means the concentration changes which we want to study between the time, those are called as the limits. Now let us go for, first we will go for zero order reaction. Zero order reaction, integrated rate law equation for zero order reaction. We already seen the two zero order reaction. One is a decomposition of ammonia at high pressure in presence of a catalyst. Now what is the definition of zero order reaction? The reaction whose rate is always proportional to the zeroth power of the concentration of reactant is called as a zero order reaction. The second definition is if the rate of reaction is independent on concentration of reactant, and then this is called as a zeroth order reaction. We can write these two definitions as a zero order reaction whose rate is proportional to the zeroth power of the concentration of the reactant, or a rate whose rate is independent on concentration of the reactant are called as zero order reaction. We have studied two zero order reaction. One is the decomposition of ammonia. I will not repeatedly write it on the board. Now we will go for its integrated rate law equation. First of all, consider a simple reaction A, reactant to some product B. Now the differential form, I will write the differential equation of this rate of change of concentration A with respect to concentration A, and rate with respect to reactant should be negative because concentration decreases. It is equal to K A raised to 0. Now rearrange this equation. Differentiation, it is the rate of change of concentration A will be equal to minus K concentration of, now this, just a minute, sorry. It is the differentiation rate of change of concentration A with respect to time dt equal to K A raised to 0. Now rearrange this equation. We will be having differentiation in rate of change of concentration here will be equal to this, anything raised to 0 is equal to 1. I will write minus K into change in time t. Now for obtaining the integrated rate equation, operate it or integrate it. So by integrate the equation. This will be integration of differentiation of the function A with respect to integration K into dt. But K is the constant, and when we are performing this integrated equation, we will perform it within the limits. Here limits means the time during which we want to study the change in concentration of the reactant, or how much of the reactant has left behind, how much has been reacted, all that. So therefore we will put the limit here, and therefore I will write it here, integration of differentiation of A, initial concentration as A0, and say the concentration at time t is 80, which is equal to minus k integration of dt. I have taken k out of the integration sign because k is a constant. Now integrating it, and we can go for writing it there. Those who don't have mathematics, remember that there is a formula that integration of the differentiation of function is a function itself, and therefore we will write it here. And now the equation will become like this: the concentration of A in the limits of lower limit A0, upper limit AT, this is here, which is equal to minus k into t. The initial limit t equal to say 0 second, and finally some time t where we want to study. Now putting these limits of concentration, upper limit higher values to be placed first. So concentration at t, AT, minus concentration initially will be equal to minus k into t. This is called as an integrated rate law equation for zero order. We will write this equation in the form of a straight line for our further graphical study. AT will be equal to minus KT plus the A0, initial concentration of the reactant. Now this can be compared with a straight line equation y equal to mx plus c. In mathematics also, when we are going for a graphical method, we are comparing the equation, their values for study for suitable equations which are available, and the suitable equation is from straight line. Y equal to mx plus c, where y is the function concentration of AT, x is the function, here I will write y is a function concentration at a time t, x the function is that of time t. Then this is called as c, which is a intercept. When we will go for the graph, it is a constant A0, and we will go for this, and therefore this is called as a rate constant. K is a rate constant. This is a function f, this function y, and that is constant, and this is the integrated rate law equation for the zeroth order reaction. Here I will go for even the graphical method for zeroth law or zero order reaction also, since we have a time. Here we will write here, for zeroth order reaction we can also have a graphical method. If I write this differential form of equation, then for zeroth order I can write here, if I am having the graphical method here, and if I place a rate of the reaction, and it is the time, as I have already told you, the rate is independent of the concentration. Therefore this will be the differential form of the equation which has been graphically plotted for zero order reaction. And if I want to plot the integrated rate, then the two functions are taken like this. On graph, on x and y axis we are taking the two functions. On this y axis we are taking the function of what is called as a concentration of the reactant at time t, and against the time t on x axis. And if you plot a graph of it, we can have a graph of this, and it will be y equal to mx plus c, it will be a straight line and intersecting the y axis. Therefore graph will be like this, it will be intersecting this line here, and this intersect will give the value of initial concentration of zero order reaction. And by taking any 2 points on y-axis and 2 on x-axis, the slope which is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, this slope will be equal to the rate which is equal to minus k. And so by graphically, after experiment, plot the graph, and after graph calculate the value of the slope here, and the slope will from slope you can calculate slope. Here I will write slope equal to minus of k, or k equal to minus of slope. So we can have the value of the rate constant k for zero order reaction. So this way we go for the study of the zero order reaction. I have explained the integrated rate law equation for zero order, the differential equation we have already studied, and then the graphical method for the zeroth order reaction. And in next lecture we will study about the first order reaction integrated rate law, graphical method, and the concept of half-life period.